So can you tell me what is power systems basically? You have come to third year, right? Power system engineering. Why you are learning power system engineering? What's the reason? Generation of power. Okay. So there's two subjects you are learning: power system analysis and power system operation control. Can you tell me the difference between analysis and operation control? Analysis comes in the planning stage. When you want to plan, like you want to erect tomorrow some plan, you have to forecast advance, well ahead. Then only you can predict the loads coming in so that you can establish your generating stations, transmission lines and distribution units. But what happens in the present day context? There are so many operational issues and control issues also coming into existence. Conventional power plant is a bulk power generation involving three major concepts. One is called generation, transmission, distribution. Now, this planning can be done from the generating end, right? Even from the transmission side and the distribution side. Distribution side, you talk about the economic dispatch, right? So, in operation control, you are trying to learn about the real and reactive power control. Am I right or wrong? Then, frequency control, voltage control. You learned all those things. How many units have been covered for you? The first one was per unit calculation. What are the things you covered in the first unit? Plant load factor, capacity factor, all those things you learned. Average demand. What was your first unit? I think Mani sir is handling the subject. Okay? Mani sir. Okay. So, what did you learn in the first unit? Load curve, load duration curve. Why do you want to predict such curves? Why do you want to draw such curves? To satisfy demand, and you want to know how much is the generation available and how economically you can give it to the loads. In the sense, this is the generation you know, you have to dispatch it properly, right? And you want to match your generation with the load pattern. It cannot violate. So this will tell you talk about it in terms you are going to talk only about reliability and sustainability also. All these studies will help us to foresee the power system that it will witness that this much load is entering into the system and this much load is the generation available. So what is the present RE generation capacity in for Tamil Nadu? Renewable energy capacity. How much we have? 765 is a voltage. What is the total installed wind energy capacity in the renewable energy capacity in Tamil Nadu? As on 2017, today date is February 16th. So what is the total available energy production? Nobody is knowing, you are all learning PSOC, right? We are the world 5th position in wind energy generation. Energy will get clear idea. Analysis, you analyze the system. Operation control, there are two problems: analysis issues, operation and control issues. Two different issues. Operation control is a big challenge because operator has to manage the system. Now security assessment பத்தி நீங்க சொல்லலாம்ன்றீங்க. அதுக்கு முன்னாடி உங்களுக்கு புரியாம எவ்வளவு தூரம் தெரிஞ்சிருக்கு 15 minute போனா voltage control போலாமான்னு I was thinking. That's why I was thinking some but if I get I will be able to tell about the capability curves. Right? Today we have 12,500 megawatts through renewable. இதுல forecasting பண்ண முடிய மாட்டேங்குது. நமக்கு windல வந்து forecast பண்றது accurate-ஆ கிடைக்க மாட்டேங்குது. Conventional power plant we are able to forecast well. That one you would have learned is called as a load forecasting or subject படிச்சிருப்பீங்க. அங்கதான் the load curve, short term forecasting, long term forecasting, medium forecasting பண்ணிருப்பீங்க. You have forecasted this is going to come into the system. அப்படி நமக்கு தெரிஞ்சா we can schedule it properly or not. Presently what they are doing in the TNB, they have a scheduled power generation, actual power generation. Scheduled means this much they can generate and so little they will be given to the load dispatch center. You know how many regions we are divided? We are divided into 4: northern, southern, eastern and western. Now all the regions are connected, interconnected together. We are forming one grid, one India, one frequency. Throughout India only one grid, one frequency. What is the frequency level? 50.05 Hertz. 50.05. It can vary 49.95 to 50.05. This is the allowable range. We are very much stringent with the voltage, frequency. So we are now tied up together. In the southern region, how many states forming southern region? We are in which region now? Southern region. Southern region consists of? You had a very good lunch, you are not talking. Please feel free, because such lectures Mani sir has arranged means he is a really a potential person. I am very happy to say he is my student. He is a very dynamic student, you know. He used to ask so many things and learn. He has an aspiration for learning. So you are his student, so you must be more dynamic. You are really wanted for the society. Do you agree with me or not? Because the thing is going to become a smart grid very sooner. In another 10 years time, when you are like us, that means when you reach my age, okay, there should be a smart grid in our country. Because we have a smart grid map coming for India. By 2050, we have planned a smart grid initiative in our country. Are you aware of that? So for that, the conventional power system, why they are arranging guest lectures? Just they are calling us, we are having free time, we are coming and engaging. Not like that. They have called, I have taken my off today, I am not gone to my university. I was supposed to come in the morning. I am apologizing to you because some kind of a problem in the road. We are not able to cross one particular stretch. 2 hours really we were held up. Some calamity in the road, somebody is fighting, or we couldn't identify also because it was somewhere far away from our location. We couldn't even turn back and come take another route through Ambattur. So that was the situation. We are coming all the way to help you. So you must be feeling free to interact with us. Just like, say we are giving you a very good room, right? And you are all looking smart today with your course. So you must learn some message for the 1 hour or 2 hours, whatever we are giving from coming all the way, right? So we are in the southern region. How many states forming southern region? Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra is now called divided into 2 categories, Andhra and Telangana, Tamil Nadu. Then what is one more thing? Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra, not Maharashtra. Kerala, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra, Telangana. That's all. These 5 states put together, we form the southern region. You can also add Pondicherry along with it because it's a union territory coming under these things. But these 5 people put together is called the southern region. Each region has got a load dispatch center. Each region means what? Each state has got a load dispatch center. Each state will be governed by a regional load dispatch center. All the regions will be governed by a national load dispatch center. Are you getting the idea? National load dispatch center, the topmost entity. They will be governed. Under them, who are there? Regional load dispatch centers are there. Under the regional load dispatch centers, who are all present? State load dispatch centers are available. What is the role of these load dispatch centers, people? What is the power entering? What is the power leaving? That means what is the scheduled power at this time? Okay, at this time, what Neyveli can schedule for us and give will be given to the load dispatch center people. Actual will come from the lines or not? Right? You can put an ABT meter, note down and keep it. The meter name, no more the conventional meters. People are trying to go for availability based tariff meters. What is called as ABT meters. What are those meters? Please note down and keep it. You can go and see. Availability based tariff. The meters are called as ABT meters. Okay? These ABT meters will give the actual value of power consumed in the transmission line. Right? I don't have a marker board to show you. Right? You have in southern region, we are in Tamil Nadu, right? Tamil Nadu has got so many generating stations or not? What are the so many generating stations? Neyveli, Thuthukudi, Kudakolam, Ennur. So many stations are there. Each station has got generators, synchronous generator. All are running in a synchronized manner. All are tied together like a beads the chain. How they are tied together? They are tied like a beads the chain. If you remove one bead, what will happen to the chain? What will happen to one bead if you remove from the chain? It will pull up the next bead. So the entire chain will break down or not? Right? We should not allow such to happen. If such a thing is happening, what happens? System will go to a collapse. Chain, what is breaking? Chain is becoming fully cut off. So imagine like that, the grid will try to pull away from that. So I thought I will project to you 2012 incident, what we faced. 2012 we had a, what did you have? A blackout. July 30th we had a blackout. Do you remember or not? I will show you the thing. What has happened? I have partially that one. Then from that I will start. I thought you know so many things, but you're not telling anything. Why? How you are divided. Then you see here southern region, northern region, western region, eastern region, and northeastern region. Okay? Basically 5 regions you are seeing, but only 4 we have put together. East is connected to northeast. That how can you see? See here, case 1, north, east, southern region, this case 1, western grid. So our intention is to go for, we are going to see real life versus real life. What is that? So this is the flow gauge. The northern region is located as central UP and western UP. Okay, UP, Haryana, Punjab, they form the northern region. So where you have northern region on the top, correct? So western region will be here, Chandrapur, Padke. These are all the transmission lines available, 765 kV transmission lines. Chandrapur, Parli, Sinna, Gwalior, Soja, Sarada. These are all located at the western region. Then on the southern region, Vijayawada, Nellore. Anybody from Andhra here? Vijayawada, Nellore, Hosur, Salem, Kadapa, Kolar, Railway, Sriperumbudur. This is the major thing. Maybe you would have visited Sriperumbudur substation. Yes? So this we located in the southern part. Now eastern region, this side. Faraka, Malda, Malda, Purnia, Talcher, Rourkela, Jamshedpur, Rourkela, Faraka, Kalkan, Kolaghat, Banipata, Rangani. So these are all the flow through eastern region. So now these 4 regions, we evacuate the power through these transmission lines. These are all 765 kV lines. No more 400 kV lines. We have gone for 765 lines. Few are 765, 400 kV only this. Few are 765 kV lines. So we are transforming into a bigger capacity, our grid. So what happened to the grid collapse? This was the grid disturbance in the northern region on 30th July 2012. This happened on the 30th July, resulting in a phenomenon called blackout. So what really happened was, NR region, the power was supplied from western region. Can you see here what is the schedule? Somebody can read what is the schedule for the western region? Yourself? What is the actual? So actual was less, correct? So schedule was more. So when the actual is going to be high only, the problem starts. Correct or not? So can you see here? What is the schedule? What is the schedule? Actual? So the eastern region is trying to, what is the actual here? It's exceeding the limit. It should have been within this, right? This power is from the eastern region is feeding what? Northern region. So northern region is asking more. Northern region is asking more or not? And it is fed by whom? Eastern region. So this is actually doing beyond its capability. Correct or Lingla? It is doing beyond its capability. It is fed by whom? Northeastern region. What is the northeastern region schedule? 33, but actual is what? 90. India, this is also getting high. So already northeastern region is feeding here. NR is a culprit who is trying to ask more hungry. And here you see western to eastern, what's happening? Schedule is 275. Can you see what's happening? Actual is 2654 megawatts. So again, eastern is also asking more. Now this has to feed NR. So definitely this will borrow from whom? I don't have money, so automatically I'll ask my friend. But if when you are giving to me, you will ask what money from? It is like a pool or not? They are all interconnected together. So to manage the situation, this ER guy is taking from the western region. Okay. Now this is the line which is connecting ER to NR. Here you are seeing only one solid red color arrow, but it consists of several lines. In the several lines was actually speaking, it was a 400 kV line, but it was envisaged as 765 kV line, and the operator was sleeping. Right? Sleeping in the sense there was a fault. He left it, thinking that it will heal on its own. We do that or not? We drop our mobile, we think it will work. Second time also we drop it will work. Third time also we will drop, we will think, okay, 2 times it was working, it will work. Do you agree or not? Like this, past, it was overloaded, nothing happened to the line, so this operator was leaving it. Okay, chalega, I was thinking. On particular day, July 30th, same thing happened. The line got cut. Suppose it got cut, what happened? Northern is asking, huge demand. It is being fed by ER. But for ER, it is coming from western region. So the power feeding to NR now is getting, on the first day night, it is getting cut, and people are not able to locate the instant of time. So what is happening now? There is no under frequency relay. When something is pulling out, frequency will actually come down. So under frequency relay was not sufficiently working well, and also transmission lines were not loaded with the actual capacity. In the sense, it was the operator was thinking it's a 765 line, and on paper it was 765 line, but in actual it was 400 kV line. So definitely overdrawing was taking place in the line, and it got disconnected. So when one got disconnected, this was able to still feed ER till next day. Then next day what happened? The problem aggravated, right? So again same situation happened to western region. Western region was also feeding NR, and this actual was 244. Now it got cut. It is actually trying to supply to this. So this also got cut. So ER got cut. Next day what happened? WR also got cut. So when ER got cut, what happened to NER? This also got cut. So all the four went together outage on the second day. But fortunately, southern region, can you see? Schedule was 968.35, actual was 962, and this was the separate grid, it was not tied to them. So when this got cut, this pulled away ER away, and when ER got pulled away, WR also got pulled away. So what happened to these three regions? They all went together away from the system. That means they were gone into a blackout stage. But this guy, southern region, was away from it. They are not connected to each other. Southern region guy was not connected to each other, so they got disconnected. And what happened? It led to singing alone. Other three together got swinging together. So they went into a mode called blackout state. Fortunately, we were not tied together. But suppose now such blackout happens, entire India will go into blackout. Why? Because all the what happened? All the four are tied together as one grid, one frequency, and it is called One India. So we have been tied together by 760 kV lines. This was happened in 2012. After which, during that time, we were not tied to the other four regions. Which are the four regions? Northern, Eastern, Western, and Southern. So this was happening. So this happened at what mid-time? Exactly, it happened at mid-time, 2:30 hours. So what was the frequency prevailing at that time? 49.68 hours. 49.68 hours. This is the thing you have to understand, right? This made us to do a proper systematic study called Power System Security Analysis. Because our unit 5, whatever I thought I will give you that picture, right? So here you have a different stages: emergency mode, corrective mode, right? You do Preventive analysis. Before the system goes into blackout, you do stage by stage analysis, proper analysis you do, so that you don't allow the system to go into a blackout. Yes or no? That is what you are doing. Now let's move on to the activity factors. Somebody can read this? First person. Weak.
Weak intelligence products due to the multiple outages. The system was weakened by multiple outages of transmission lines in WR and NR interface.
So what is WR and NR? Here it got disconnected, right?
Electricity for the KV, WR are the
only
way is selected. I will between WR and NR interface. We are to grid.
Yes. So what happened? Actually, this region got overloaded. Why? Because this has the power to feed by way this region got cut. So this will get overloaded or not? No. Yes. WR cannot feed or not? Yes. First day night itself the CR went away. So 230 hours it went away. Okay. So Bina Collier line enga irukku? Can you see a nice Bina Collier? Western regional irukku? Western regional is located this side. Okay. So that's what we are seeing here. Western regional irukra Bina Collier vandu once again it has been available for evacuating the power, that again got distracted. Okay. Next day what happened? Now this Bina Collier, please read louder.
High loading unfounded KV, Bina Collier, Accra link, the overdrawn by someone of NR exercising and scheduled interchange UI, contribute for high loading on the tie line.
So now what happened? This Bina Collier Accra link, which is located at which region? Which region Bina Collier is located at? Western region. It is tied to northern region. Northern region is getting overloaded now because power for it was not cut from eastern region. So ultimately what happened now? The power is getting cut to the eastern region. Power feeding to NR is being cut by eastern region. This will become overloaded on NR region. Ultimately NR will get overloaded. So what happened? Western region tie line only is getting overloaded. This has been disconnected because of problem. Now there is one line here called Bina Collier line. This is getting actually overloaded. So when it is getting overloaded, what happened?
Inadequate response by
SLDC.
Extensions of RL DCS to reduce overdrawn by NR and underdrawn by excess generation by WR.
So who is doing overdrive? NR. Ultimately NR will draw over. And who is drawing under? WR. Where is WR? This one. Because the power here it is now cut. It is not able to draw more power. It is not able to feed because the demand is more. Western region is not able to meet the excess demand asked by NR. So it is actually underdrawing, and that one is overdrawing. Such a situation has come. Okay. So who will instruct? Regional load dispatch center located at that region, northern western region, was instructing the particular Bina Collier line will be in one state. Bina Collier Agra line enga irukku Delhi la irukku. Anga irukra load dispatch center RLDC was informing, please check your line, it is being overloaded, take necessary action. But this guy who was sitting in the load dispatch center his relay was not, under frequency relay was not sensing the fault and isolating the fault. Sense பண்ணி isolate பண்ணுமா இல்லையா? Sense பண்ணி isolate பண்ணாதனால என்ன ஆயிடுச்சு அந்த லைன்? It got opened. That's what they are telling. So what is happened now?
Loss of power KV Bina Collier link, since the inter-region interface was very weak, due to 400 KV Bina Collier line on zone 3, production of system delay caused the NR system to separate from WR. This happened due to load encroachment, high loading of line resulting in high line current and low bus voltage. However, there were no fault observed.
This is without any fault, only simply because of maloperation, you are allowing to somebody to overload. Right? When something is getting overloaded, you are not able to load shed or do a load management. Can you see what are the things coming into existence? It got tripped. Right? So why I am telling this is all operation control problem. I asked you the question, what do you mean by power system? You said generation, transfer, distribution. Then I asked you the question, what is power system analysis? You do have to do analysis, thorough analysis, short circuit analysis, load flow element study to foresee or predict what is the voltage current prevailing at particular point of time. Right? This was analysis. But what is operation control? This is operation control model. It is not enough. You are knowing the generation schedule. Very important thing is what? PSOC is very important. Operating and controlling the system. Do you agree or not? It has been failed. That's why I am telling the lead why. You are not able to. That's why I have to go to this. I thought you all know all these things, so you will tell me something. Right? Can you see the significance why you are learning PSOC? Power system operation control engineers are very, very important people in the grid. Because you guys are maintaining the grid without putting into blackout. Let's finish on this one. So there was before the part, there is resulting in the high loading of the line, resulting in the high current and the low bus voltage. Further what happened?
Extensive review on audit of production systems should be carried out to avoid unnecessary.
Yes or no? We have to do a very good audit for the power system protection to know where exactly if something comes, how the protection system has to come in. That is why power system protection is very important in power system engineering. Right? We should never compromise protection. I also tell to my students 48 volt DC is dangerous than 230 volt AC because we are all moving towards smart grid now. Where smart grid penetration of solar photovoltaic into the grid is more nowadays. But protecting the solar photovoltaic system, providing a proper protection is a mandatory thing for the such things, right? Right.
Frequency control generation system ancillary service should be adopted. As presently employed UI mechanism, sometimes endanger the grid security. The present UI mechanism needs a review of its impact on patient users.
So frequency control through generation reserve and should be adopted. We must adopt them, right? So that they will be employing the UI mechanism. What is UI mechanism? Note down. Unscheduled interchange. UI meaning unscheduled interchange. Please look at this when you go back home. Why? Because now this unscheduled interchange has been renamed as DSM. Deviation from the system. You are monitoring the deviation. What are the deviation? UI charges is renamed as DSM. Deviation system monitoring. It is called as deviation system monitoring. So there is a wing in the operation and control in the low dispatch, what you call it, main. Where do you have headquarters? State transmission. Our TNEB utilities are now no longer called Tamil Nadu electricity boards. Boards are replaced the names as Tangentco, TAN Transco, right? Tangentco, TAN Transco. What do we mean by TAN Transco? Tamil Nadu Transmission Company, Tamil Nadu Generation Company, Tamil Nadu Distribution Company. They are renamed because we are trying to divide the system into deregulation concept. We are making the three entities, generation, transmission, distribution, into three separate entities. Initially it was one entity which was called board, but still, even though after framing as TAN Transco, Tangentco, it is governed by utility board only. Only one persons are looking at Tamil Nadu board is only looking, but no longer you call them as a board. It has been given the name as Tangentco, Tamil Nadu Generation Company, Tamil Nadu Transmission Company. Okay, so these guys are having a wing called REM wing. What is the REM wing? Renewable Energy Mechanism wing. No doubt, REM wing. So under them, they are scheduling or they are going to create a mechanism. What will be the power inflowing to the system? What is the power outgoing? And what is the renewable penetration into it? Because the existing grid is no longer, that is a conventional grid. Conventional grid is going to be interlinked with what? Renewable energy resources. So you don't have the conventional power plants no longer. You also have now renewable energy penetration. Correct or not? So to the load dispatch center, the commitments from the different through APT meters will come for the how much is the captive power plant generation, how much is the independent power plant. So captive power plant they call it as CPP. Note down and keep it. CPP stands for captive power plant. IPP stands for independent power plant. Independent power plant means what? You are having one power plant, Reliance. Your Reliance which you will call as Reliance Power. You are called Tata Power, Adani Power. They are all called independent power producers or providers, whatever you call independent power plants, IPP. Then they also have cogeneration. Cogeneration means what? Energy from the waste is utilized. What is energy? Is a byproduct. Byproduct from the raw material is utilized for generating power. So best example is sugarcane. Sugarcane plants wherever is there, the bagasse is there. What is after you take sugarcane? What is left out? The chakra is left out or not? That's called the bagasse. So they use that to produce power, extract power. That is called as bagasse based power plant. BAGASSE, bagasse. Bagasse you call it. Chakra. Karumbu chakra they are trying to harvest power, produce power. This is called cogeneration. You have a generation plant. Along with the generation plant, you also run this கோஜென்ரேஷன் கோனா கூடயே சேர்ந்து ஜென்ரேட் பண்ணுறீங்க. எதில் எப்படி ரெட் பண்ணுறீங்க? சுகர், அந்த சுகர் கேன்லேருந்து நீங்கள் யூஆர் ப்ரொடியூசிங் சுகர், ரைட்? யூஆர் ப்ரொடியூசிங் ப்ரௌன் சுகர், ஒயிட் கலர் சுகர், refined sugar, all those things. Now from the sugarcane waste, that waste is utilized locally to generate power. So that is called as what? Co-generating the power which will meet out their ancillary services available in the particular premises. Particular premises குள்ளார இருக்கிற ancillary power demand வந்து இது என்ன பண்ணும்? Meet out பண்ணி. So that is the situation. So what's now happening? Weak regional corridors due to multiple outages. Now there are weak interregional corridors has happened or not? Let us finish this story. System was weakened by multiple outages, not one outage. When one outage took place, our protection system should have sensed that and immediately informed to the operator. But our load dispatch center people didn't hear the instruction given by the regional load dispatcher. Regional load dispatcher is telling something is going on in your grid, please look into it. But this fellow, what he did? He overlooked the incident fault. He didn't take necessary step immediately. He was thinking, okay, it will go, but overloading will happen. We do that or not? We carry some 20 books, thinking that a bag will carry. One particular day bag will have what happen? Will tear off or not? Water milk, that's the best example. So this fellow was also thinking like that. It will go on, chalega. Some 30 minutes, no, it will go on. Because it went on yesterday. Like that he was having the assumption. So that led to the outages of what? Consecutively the transmission lines in the WR to MR region. So this resulted in the grid failure for first phase. So next, high loading on the 400 kV Binagar, overall some of the energy replacing unscheduled interchange contributed high loading on the line. So this was the unscheduled interchange I was talking. So I think this one. Okay, now zone 3 protection relay caused the NR system to separate from the WR. So NR region got separated from the western region. So this happened due to the load enforcement. Reason are able to follow. So extensive review was done. Now frequency control through generation reserves and ancillary services will be adopted. That is why you are learning load frequency control. You are learning or not? Primary frequency control, secondary frequency control, automatic load frequency control, or automatic generation control. இதெல்லாம் படிக்கிறீங்களா இல்லையா? So this load frequency control will take care of the low frequency. Generation control will take care of the voltage. ரெண்டுமே பண்றோமா இல்லையா? Voltaging control பண்ணணும், frequency control பண்ணி ஆகணும். It's a must or not? Voltage cannot go beyond plus or minus 10%. Frequency cannot go beyond plus or minus 5%. But now we have become more stringent. We have become a very narrow range. Why? Because if somebody is going to draw more power, they will be put with UI charges. Unscheduled interchange. Unscheduled interchange meaning what? Your schedule is something, your actual is high. So schedule is less, actual is going to be more, means what will happen? Your frequency will automatically increase or not? To meet the demand, your generators will, actually your schedule from the generator was this much only you can give, but actually your loads are consuming more. Loads are consuming more means what? Your machine are excited more or not to feed the demand. So when the machines are over exciting, what will happen to the frequency? There will be wide variation in the frequency. When there is a frequency variation, the regional load dispatch center governed by national load dispatch center will give the information to CERC, Central Electricity Authority, and they will be putting the fine on the particular utility board for wheeling more power from the neighboring state or to the adjacent state. So that should not happen. Are you getting the idea? That should not happen. So to avoid that, they do such kind of things. Okay? So primary response of generators and operation of defense mechanism like under frequency and DFF, DV load shedding, special protection scheme should be ensured in accordance with provision of the grid code, so the grid can be saved in case of contingencies. What do you mean by that? Our state is given, now India is given a code called, note down the code, Indian Electricity Grid Code. It is called IEGC, Indian Electricity Grid Code, framed in the year 2000. Indian Electricity Grid Code was framed when? In the year 2000 itself. Earlier to that we had Electricity Act 2003. What did we have in India or in our region? நமக்கு ஒரே ஒரு ஆக்ட் இருந்தது. அந்த ஆக்ட் பேர் என்ன? எலக்ட்ரிசிட்டி ஆக்ட்ன்றது 2003 கொடுத்தாங்க. அந்த ஆக்ட் படி எதுவுமே காமனா இல்லை. இப்போ வந்து இந்த கிளாஸ்ல காமனா என்ன இருக்கு? எல்லாருமே வேல்டெக் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் எப்படி கண்டுபிடிக்கிறது? ஐடி கார்டு இருக்குது. ஸோ அண்ட் ஆல்சோ வேலைக்கு எவ்ரிபடி கோட் ஸோ தட் யூ ஆர் அட்டெண்டிங் சம் செமினார் வந்து இண்டிகேட் பண்ணுதா இல்லையா? something like that. So in the act he is not wearing an ID card, he is coming in his own dress, costume, he is not even coming. அப்படிங்கும்போது நம்மளால லொக்கேட் பண்ண முடியுமா, ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்ண முடியாதுல்ல. ஆக்டர் இருந்தனால நமக்கு என்னாச்சு, there were no common uniformity between us, each one had their own mechanism, nobody was having a general platform. So இதை ரூல் அவுட் பண்ணுறதுக்காக என்ன பண்ணாங்க, they were following act initially up to 2003 வரைக்கும் இருந்தது. ஆனால் 2000ல grid code frame பண்ணிட்டாங்க. அந்த grid code frame பண்ணதுக்கு ரீசனே என்ன, throughout India they should follow one common guideline for the grid practices. So that was called Indian Electricity Grid Code. Okay, I will throw some light on Indian Electricity Grid Code after this. Okay, are you getting idea what is that? So protection has to be strengthened to avoid contingencies. Contingencies meaning what? Sudden outage in the transmission line or a generator or a transformer is called contingency analysis. You do contingency evaluation or analysis to go for security assessment. System has to be secured, system has to be reliable, system has to be safe. அப்பதான் பவர் நம்ம இவங்களுக்கு வாங்குவாங்க. If you are not reliable, to be reliable meaning what? Today you are coming, tomorrow if you are not coming, can I say your reliability? Your reliability is poor. I need continuous power supply, that is the ultimate of any customer or not. Continuous I need supply without intermittency. If you have some contingencies, you have to have a mechanism to overcome the outages by turning on some spinning reserves. What is spinning reserve? A surplus generation you are allocating for a particular unit, who is called as a reference bus. So you divided in analysis what you learn 3 buses. One was called generation bus, load bus, slack bus. The slack bus was called as a reference bus. So many times this reference bus was acting as your spinning reserve. In case of outages, you go and borrow from whom? From the spinning reserve. But sometimes many times in our country we don't do spinning reserve management. We always go for best thing. என்ன நம்ம பண்றோம், லோட செக் பண்றோம். டிமாண்ட் அதிகமாச்சுனா என்ன பண்றோம், நம்ம சம்மர்ல இனிமேல் ஃபேஸ் பண்ணுவோம். ஃபார்ச்சுனேட்லி ஒரு நாள் வித் குட் ஏசி போட்டுட்டு கோட் போட்டு உட்காந்துருக்கீங்க, அழகாக ஃபேன் போட்டே உட்காந்துக்கலாம். கரெக்டா? சரி இந்த ரூம் க்ளோஸாக இருக்க உட்கார முடியலன்னு சொல்லலாம். ஸோ நம்ம என்ன பண்ணுறோம், இதே ஏசியை சம்மரில் கொஞ்ச நாள் வந்துருக்கோம், சம்மருமே வந்துருச்சு, பிப்ரவரி எண்டுக்கு அப்புறம் திருப்பி வெரி ஹாட்டாக. ஸோ டிமாண்ட் என்ன ஆயிடுச்சு, அதிகமாகிடும். அப்போ என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, ஈஸியாக they introduce one concept called load shedding. 2 hours பவர் கட் பண்ணுவாங்க. அதுவும் 10 இல்லையா, 3 hours 4 hours. ஆக்சுவலாக அப்படி பண்ணுறது ரிலையபிள் சிஸ்டம் கிடையாது. நம்ம ரிலையபிலிட்டி வில் லூஸ் அவர் ரிலையபிலிட்டி. ரிலையபிலிட்டி மீனிங் வாட், கண்டினியூஸாக வந்துட்டு இருக்கணும், அப்போ தான் ரிலையபிலிட்டி. இப்போ உங்களுக்கு என்ன டே ரிலையபிலிட்டி இல்லை, போர்டு ரிலையபிலிட்டியாக இல்லை, டேஞ்சர் போர்டு ரிலையபிளாக இல்லைன்னு சொல்லுவோம். ஸோ we try to go by from the private people. They will try to utilize the time and sell the power for higher cost. So this is the distributed generation concepts, right? So this they do it, and you have a stock exchange for power. Suppose country itself is not, our state is not having sufficient generation, we try to borrow from the neighboring states. So that is managed. It's called trading of power. We try to trade the power from the neighboring places, neighboring stations. So that comes under another concept called open access. இதெல்லாம் உங்களுக்கு பிரைட் ஸ்கோப்ஸ் இருக்கு. open access meaning you can buy power from other places through a exchange. That exchange is called Power Exchange of India. You have 2 exchanges. One is called Power Exchange of India, PXI. Another one is called Indian Exchange, IEC, Indian Energy Exchange, IEC, IEX, Indian Energy Exchange. These are the 2 nodal agencies where you can go for open access or purchase of power. Okay? So in the deregulated environment, deregulated meaning what? No longer it is a single entity, it is being privatized. So that is called deregulated, you call it, or deregulated environment, whatever you call it. Okay. Let's go back to the story, what happened. So this got overloaded. So first what is we saw. Okay. So now what happened? A review on the total transfer capability. What is the total transfer capability? Has to be procedurized, which was failing. So that should be carried out so that you can do any revision and any significant change in the system condition, so that you can prevent the forced outages. This This will allow congestion charges to be applied during the real-time congestion. Now we also do coordinated outage planning of transmission events. This has to be carried out for all the transmission lines, okay, and several outages has to be created simultaneously to see which line gets overloaded during outage. So you do that study priorly or whatever it is before you put it up. You don't expect always these lines to feed. In case of emergency, when this trips, you have to have a sufficient backup for the next one to come into existence. So to avoid frequency outages, opening of lines under over voltages, and also providing voltage support at a steady state and dynamic condition, we have to provide what? Install dynamic compensators at the node ends. What do you mean by dynamic compensators? You will be learning about StatComs. Earlier you were learning one more device called, very basic element was capacitors. Capacitors became synchronous condensers. Note of the hierarchy. Capacitors were getting voltage. Then the capacitors are replaced by synchronous condensers. Synchronous condensers were bulky in nature, but that was also not really dynamic. They went to what? It was a fixed compensation. Synchronous condensers only got fixed compensation, but you needed a variable compensation. Right? You went for SVC, static power compensator. That means you can vary the inductor keeping the fixed capacitor fixed. SVC means static power compensator. First was capacitors, pure capacitors were put. Okay, then that pure capacitor only was there synchronous condenser. You call them as synchronous condenser. First hierarchy was synchronous condenser. Then we moved to SVC. SVC meaning static power compensator. Now we have moved to third generation called StatCom. They are called as static compensators. SVC meaning static power compensators. Power compensator. They are having either fixed inductor, variable capacitor, variable inductor, fixed capacitor. You call them as TSR, TSC. Thyristor switched reactor. TCSR, thyristor control switch reactor, thyristor switch capacitor. What? FC, fixed capacitor. You have so many combinations around. Thyristor switch reactor -FC. That means reactor can be switched, capacitor can be fixed const. Vice versa, reactor can be switched, capacitors can be kept constant. Or vary the capacitor, keep the reactor constant. These two are the possibilities or not? Right? So by doing this through thyristor, you can get some kind of a variability of compensation, but this was also having a load limitation to certain region only, right? If you study the characteristics of SVC, that was also not really dynamic. It was also only a partially dynamic. So if you went for a fully dynamic condition called, you started installing what now? Dynamic reactive power compensators, otherwise called as, at the distribution end you call their name as DVR, dynamic voltage restorer. You call the name as dynamic voltage restorer. Okay. So now Indian Electricity Act need to be revived. Yes or no? Is not that or not? To ensure better compliance of instructions given to the load dispatch centers from the Central Commission. So all our transmission lines, we call them as CTU, Central, note down, CTU meaning Central Transmission Utility. STU meaning State Transmission Utility. STU stands for State Transmission Utility. Now CTU is actually taken care by Power Grid Corporation of India. You have heard about Power Grid Corporation of India, PGCL. Lot of competitive exam they will conduct for you. You all have to clear your GATE examination. Now you are all in third year. Please start focusing for your career. What you are going to become after your graduation? You must have planned or not? I have seen many people after graduation going to banks. Don't do that. You are all needed, especially electrical engineers. Don't waste your career. You put all the efforts for 4 years. So just don't go and land up in either IT company or bank sectors or even professional assistants. Somebody comes from engineering background. So don't do that. You have a lot of potential. Update yourself. Okay. So this, what I was telling, Central Transmission Utility are governed by, or they are taken care by Power Grid Corporation of India. They are the sole authority to install throughout the country transmission lines. You and I cannot erect transmission lines in India. We need to take the help of Power Grid Corporation.